one. There it is.
Can't hide from us now. Give us a countdown.
You can't fucking trick us now.
No surprise hot mic this time. Well, we're back. What's up, guys? We're back to Film Noobs number 80?
86.
Oh, did I miss a couple?
We just had stuff in the works or in the can already. If I can find my name.
Is it 83?
I know you uploaded a couple while I was out.
Huh?
I know you uploaded a couple while I was out. I lose count.
Film Noobs. We are episode 81. This would be 82.
82.
Yep. Numero 82. The last podcast of 2025.
Is this coming out in 2025?
Yes, it'll come out tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
End of the year. I want you two to know that I managed to watch 2 horror movies like back to back in preparation for a Halloween episode that we never did. And a household that doesn't watch horror movies.
That was Johnny's fault.
Interesting. What did you watch?
I watched Weapons, and then I thought it was going to be more of a horror movie than it was, but The Long Walk. It didn't turn out to not be much of a horror movie.
I haven't watched that one yet.
The Stephen King one?
I was going to say, The Long Walk, I think that was a more suspense thriller.
I wouldn't even say, it's kind of suspenseful. Honestly, it's just one of those Stephen King stories where you just don't feel good after watching it. It's just heavy. Mark Hamill's great in it, though, in the short clip that he has.
Weapons was real mind-boggling.
I didn't like it.
I liked it. It was just a little different. It was a little different.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But
I left my ass off the last 10 minutes of that movie. The little kids chasing the woman through the neighborhood.
Yeah, they fucked her up too, right?
And then ripping her apart, yeah.
Not me.
That's me. Sorry.
Damn. Well, look at that. See, AJ's coughing. This is your fault, David.
I've been fighting this for a while now.
AJ came back sick.
Really?
Yeah.
I did.
That's true.
Hannah came back sick.
I had a couple weeks of healthy.
Yeah.
And then this, cedar fever hit, and I can't shake it now. Now it's all of us.
Apparently there's some sort of fucking sickness that's going around, and I don't know. You know what? It's always something like that every year. It's nothing new.
It's called survival of the fittest.
We're not in the middle of filming every year.
Yeah. But, silly shit. What have y'all guys been up to other than anything new, AJ, that you want to tell our viewers?
No, I can't.
You got some new jewelry on your hand?
Think of anything major.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. No, I got married officially after 6 years.
She finally,
and she just walked in the house.
Better believe you're married.
Huh?
She just walked in the room. But yeah, that's where I spent most of my November. That's why we took a month off of filming and working and Film Noobs just in general.
Yeah.
Went off to the Renaissance Festival, got married, then spent a week down in Orlando, all the amusement parks down there.
How was that?
A lot of fun. I'm not a roller coaster person, but she dragged me on a couple. So that was fun.
So, how was the Renaissance?
Oh, that's always fun.
I never been to one. My brother-in-law, my sister go to those, and they have a huge one in Houston, I think.
Yeah, that's where we got married.
Oh, okay. Don't they have one here in New Braunfels?
They have one. There's a few. There's one in New Braunfels. There's one just outside Austin, just north of Austin. There's one in
Dallas one, but that's the one where they have the castle and the jousting stuff.
That's more medieval times, right?
Isn't it the same?
The jousting?
Yeah, that's medieval times. In Dallas? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in one of those. That's cool, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been a long time coming. And now you might not be doing that often now that you're married. I don't know. David could tell you. I've never been married, so
I don't know. David's got like 30 kids, so I don't think he's got that problem.
got kids everywhere. This fucker.
All 30 of my kids, bro. When I go on vacations, because I'm going to go visit one of them and take care of that child support.
He's got at least a couple on every continent. That's all.
That's funny. You son of a bitch. That's cool, David. Anything new with you, David? What's up with you?
Nothing new, brother. I mean, we've all been pretty much kind of hit
Harry?
kind of neutral for the last 2 months, bro.
Yeah.
I know you've had some stuff come up.
Yeah, a few things. Got a few projects that are going to be working on beginning of 2026. Yeah.
I know you sent us what? Landman?
Yeah, the Landman. Actually, a buddy of mine sent me that. He sent me it last night. I was like, motherfucker, I'm asleep. I took magnesium, some sleep, melatonin shit, and what else did I take? I took something else. It was supposed to be like a cocktail to help me like just go to bed. And he fucking messages me, and I look. I'm like, oh, this bitch just sent me a picture of myself. What the fuck is this? And so he's, hey, bro, I saw you on TV today. So I was like, oh, that's cool, man. I was sleeping. Not no more. So he posted it on his social media. It was pretty cool. That scene on Landman, actually, that was a weird scene. I remember vividly filming that, and we had no idea where it was going because what it didn't show you. I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen the episode yet? But if you haven't, in that scene, it's so they're having like some sort of like lowrider show at the man camp.
Yeah.
Caleb and Doug, their characters, they come out and they're having dialogue, and then all of a sudden, like they get up and they start walking and they start running towards the truck. And then what you don't see, like they start running towards their work truck and they get in and then they take off. But what you don't see is that when that happened, everybody in the lowrider community, they ran into their vehicles and started taking off as well, like in a hurry, like if it was a shootout or something, you know. Like you go to, back in the day in military, and you're in their vehicles, and somebody starts popping off, and everybody's fucking starts scrambling like ants. Yep. That's exactly what it looked like, that scene, but it didn't show that. I was like, that's weird. So actually, that day, Taylor Sheridan was the one directing that scene that day, and we were done like maybe 5-6 hours. I think I talked to you about this a while back because I was like, we're talking about how long days are, sometimes like 12, 13-hour days. I was like, fuck, when I was on Landman, that was that day. That day was a short day. 6 hours was max. I was actually on makeup. I feel like the time that I got there and then makeup was almost equivalent to the amount of time that we were shooting for that day. But it was weird because they didn't really tell us like what was going on, how it was going to be or what. And so when they kept shooting that scene, Taylor came a couple of times and he's like, all right, guys, I want y'all to, as soon as you see Caleb and Doug start running, everybody starts scrambling and get into the vehicles and book it. And I'm just standing there, like right outside of my room, where it's supposed to be my room, and I'm just looking. They're like, yeah, it looked like you're like something like worried. I was like, worried? But then when I watched the episode, I looked at it and I was just kind of like, that didn't make any fucking sense when we filmed that day. At all. It didn't make no fucking sense. Whatever. I guess it worked out. Opening scene is, you'll love this. Opening scene is some chick's ass. And it zooms in and then it goes into the man camp.
What part did it zoom in? That's what readers want to know.
Yeah. Oh, we don't give a fuck about the whatever's going on. We just want to look at some ass. So, but yeah, hot days. So that was cool. I got picked up to play on one of the football teammates in it's a series called The Knights of Broadway. So I'll be we'll be working on that beginning of next year. And I think it's you need the director.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's a good guy.
Other than that, I'm just gonna stay busy next year, and hopefully we can cap off and wrap Texas Tales of Terror.
No, we should. Well, that was something that me and AJ were talking about. How we pretty much came to grinding stop in mid-November. Well, after AJ left, we had plans for December.
No.
But as soon as everybody like, oh well, it's the holiday season, and everybody's like, I'm not feeling it. We're doing plans with family, whatever, yada yada, so forth, and our plans got messed up. So I'm like, oh okay, so fine, fuck it. But I guess that's where we come in as independent guys, and we could be either piss pouty about it or kind of plan, adapt, and overcome. Like you always throw that at me, like, oh, adapt and overcome. And so that's where we're at now. But I think starting the year, if we plan out everything, because we still have a good break between the holidays and when everybody goes back to school and so forth.
Question on that, because my daughter doesn't go back to school till January 18th.
Well, that's what I said. We'll have about 2 weeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then that will help us out, kind of close out what we need to do. Because we don't have much. We have the end cap, and like 2 or 3 filler scenes and then after that we're done. But I think the hardest part is going to be yours with the flashback, and then AJ pushing forward, and then at the same time, once we push forward, because how the movie ends with him, then we got to take him back to when he was younger, and then that will be the end of everything.
Right.
Motherfuckers are going to cut my hair, and
yeah, we're gonna have to definitely cut your hair, cut your beard off, make you look like a little baby face.
I'm cutting my beard off too, buddy, or I might not. Well, no.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cut. You're gonna make me go short on the hair and then lose the beard, and I don't know who I am anymore.
We're gonna give you a military style haircut.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
No.
Yep. My dream
just got married. Don't make her leave me it.
But I think other than that, man, we're pretty good as far as where we're at with Triple T. I know we're still on post production with Bellator. Jessica decided to kind of go the AI route, and it was more to try to prompt some of these visual effects to help with the visual effects assets. We're not doing scenes or scene replacement. We're just doing visual effect assets. And if we could get those plugged in, I think we'll be able to finish out Bellator, and that'll be two movies already slated for next year under our banner.
Nice. Actually, I reached out to my buddy Jay, the composer, and I already sent him like what we talked about. I'm gonna fill in AJ on the loop on this. So we sent him that little snippet trailer that I put together from all the behind the scenes that we were filming, and we kind of posted. When was it, like October, November?
Yeah, October.
Must have been October.
Yeah. So I used that one. I used about maybe 80% of that one and added 20% of new shit onto that. And I sent it off to Jay so he can kind of like practice and play with music to, kind of see what we can, what he could do. So I'm still waiting on that to get back. I know it's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, I reached out to him to make sure that he was still good to go, because I want to say he and his wife moved to California, and they run like ballet. So they do ballet and all that. I mean, their business is hot right now. So they do a lot of these plays and ballet and all that stuff. Yeah, good for them. They're doing really, really good out there. So I was real thankful that he's still putting time aside to kind of help us with the composing of the music and all that.
That's awesome, dude. And I think we've been pretty blessed, man, to kind of have some of the people help out on this project out of nowhere for no reason other than they like the idea that we have on or the concept that we have for Triple T. I know we started really, really rocky with some legal issues or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. I think now we're in a good place. And I'm pretty sure once we get done, man, it'll be a badass project that we could be proud of.
Yeah, I think so too.
A friend of mine through work, who's one of our backers on the Indiegogo. Shout out Steven. He was just asking me last night at our company party. He was like, hey, so whatever happened with that movie that you're working on? And I told him, we're almost done. We're getting ready to wrap up at the start of the year, and then we'll just be working on post. And he was just wanted an update. He wanted to know when he might be able to get a chance to see it. And just told him, we'll have our red carpet whenever we're ready, and make sure everybody gets an invite.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing too, David. If you want to reach out and use a little bit of time to kind of let all those who've been backing Triple T that we haven't forgot them or whatnot.
Yeah. I really do think another thing that again, AJ and I were talking about closing out or starting out the year kind of with setting our administration or administrative work pretty much rock solid and having a plan to kind of start the new year off right, because I know a lot of times we forget, and like now we haven't really posted anything for our backers, not necessarily for everybody else, but more for our backers since we started filming. But again, because we're a small company and we're constantly go, it sometimes takes minutes like this to where we could be like, hey, you know what, we forgot,
Yeah, I know there's a few backers who don't want to be, they just want to still be anonymous. I'll respect their wishes. But yeah.
You sound reluctant to respect their wishes.
When have we ever respected anybody's wishes?
Nobody's safe when it's with the noobs.
No, nobody's safe.
Why do you think I still have this job? It's like, I'm busy this weekend. Well, no, you have a gig now, so go.
No. So what can we say for next year, man, for 2026? Oh, wait, first of all, let's do a quick recap of 2025. Outside of our company, movies, where do you see or any big outstanding movies? Because I know come March, I think March, the fucking Oscars are coming out, or all that good stuff, all the awards ceremonies. Yeah. Anything that stands out for 2025 for y'all?
I immediately had to pull up a list of 2025 movies to remind myself what came out this year.
I know. I
honestly, and I know people are probably gonna be like, try to shit on it or whatever, but fuck them. Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts
Really? Was fun.
Yeah, I think the storytelling or the subliminal message that was kind of
subtext
in it. What's that?
The subtext.
Yeah. Subtext of the message. I think it spoke to a vast majority of the world when it comes to mental health. That in itself, and the way the message was delivered, just through the scenes, through the acting, through the characters, the character, building throughout the movie. I think that alone deserves some sort of recognition, if not an award, at least some sort of recognition for that.
I will have to agree because I finally watched it, and I like the fact, and this is something we're hitting on what y'all were talking about last time. I will say that I like the fact that they didn't take themselves serious enough to be like, oh, this has to be a perfect film. It was what it was. But with you, Johnny, I'm 100% the fact that they tackled some of the things that you would never normally tackle in a superhero movie.
Right.
I like the same thing with Winter Soldier because they tackled a lot of things correctly. How we treat blacks, how they would actually treat black superheroes, the depression, the anxiety, all that good stuff, PTSD. So all that was dealt with properly in both Thunderbolts and Winter Soldier. So I definitely got to give them off to them. But I don't think it's your average superhero, like Marvel telling.
Yeah, for sure, man. What else?
That one was also a really good movie.
Which one?
Mickey 17.
Huh? Oh, Mickey 17.
Robert Pattinson, Mickey 17.
Yeah.
There's like two of them because he's an expendable or whatever. They keep making clones of him or copies of him.
They're trying to clone him, right?
They're like using him as like a test dummy essentially, and every time he dies, they just print a new one. But that one was
one of them realizes what's going on, right, and it's like tries to fight.
Yeah, essentially, and then there's like basically bring peace between humans and aliens. Again, but that one was a fun one. Robert Pattinson is an insanely underrated actor, I think.
100%. I think everybody just kind of like, I wouldn't even say they shit on him, but I think they don't give him the amount of respect just because everybody knows him as Edward Cullen on Twilight.
I think he's finally breaking it, but
yeah,
I don't think there's enough.
He even made a movie with what's his name? Oh my gosh, guy from Boondock Saints. The guy that plays the Green Goblin.
Oh, the Lighthouse.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
In Lighthouse, right? That movie Lighthouse. He's in that one. But yeah, no, I 100% agree with you, AJ. He's very underrated.
I think like people like him, but I just don't think enough people pay attention to like how much range he has as an actor.
Yeah, he has a lot of range.
Because if either of you, David, you're probably more likely to have seen it, but if you saw The Boy and the Heron, the Studio Ghibli movie, he's the voice of the Heron, and his voice acting chops are insane.
And surprisingly, I thought he played a really good Batman.
Oh, his Batman was great. I loved it.
Yeah. A shitty Bruce Wayne, but he played a really good Batman.
The thing is, though, I think he could be a good Bruce Wayne if they
100%, yes.
If they wrote the part for him.
Yeah.
Like if they actually wrote a decent Bruce Wayne, I think he could pull it off.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
Final Destination, that was another good one this year.
Which one?
Oh yeah.
Final Destination.
It was yeah. I think
that was the first Final Destination movie where
some of the
deaths actually caught me off guard for the first time in a while.
What's that?
That was the first Final Destination in a while where some of the kills actually caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
I know what you did last summer.
No.
That one came out. That one was okay. That one was a fucking like a twist.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's memorable enough for 2025 though.
No.
I mean, it was good, yeah, but yeah.
I'm trying to think what other movies were. What other movies came out, AJ?
The fuck, son. Captain America. This year's the new Captain America.
Oh, Brave New World.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I liked it. It wasn't like outstanding. It was still a fun Marvel movie, I feel like, but
yeah,
I think Marvel's reached that plateau for now.
Yeah.
Like nothing's come out that's like insanely great since like other than a couple standout ones, but I don't know, 2026 is bringing us Doomsday.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think
yet. I think Spider-Man, right? A Brand New World?
Yeah, we're getting Spider-Man too. We're getting Spider-Man in June, I think, and then Doomsday in December.
Have y'all seen some of the trailers?
No, not yet.
I saw the Steve Rogers one.
They have a Thor one, and I want to say either today or
Speaking
tomorrow.
of movies that came out this year, the movie where I saw the Steve Rogers one, Avatar 3,
Oh yeah,
Iron Ash.
how was that?
It was good. It was. I mean, it's Avatar. I went in with high hopes and like I got what I was waiting for, which is just like visually spectacular to look at. I went to go see it in IMAX 3D, so that was fun. Story wise, I mean, it's good. I have ideas of like where it might be going, but we'll see. I don't. It's a 5 movie. He started this saying it's going to be 5 movies, and it's going to take like over a decade. So
It takes a lifetime.
yeah, so we're not going to see the 4th one for another like 3 years probably.
Jesus, do they know that people have expiration dates too? Like,
Well, so that's why he's shooting it. Like they already have the first act of 4 shot. So when they shot 2, they shot like the first half of Avatar 3. And so when they went back for reshoot and to finish Avatar 3, they shot the first act of Avatar 4. And I assume they'll probably shoot 4 and 5, a lot of it together.
yeah,
I'm sorry, but Sigourney Weaver's in her 70s. You can't keep playing a 16-year-old.
no.
Like
It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna just have to do just voiceover.
but really think about it. When you're doing Avatar, that really is essentially what they're doing. They're doing bunch of voiceovers. I get their motion
No, we
capture.
get that, but you can't really cast them physically
Yeah, but
in the movie. I mean, you can.
How many movies
Well, okay,
do they really
so
play that
I'll say
they
this,
actually
I'll say
do the
this.
action scenes?
I'll say that, and this is where like a lot of people. This is spoilers because I know you guys haven't seen it, but there is a scene where Sigourney Weaver's character kisses another character. Now, in the story, these 2 characters are around the same age of about 16, 17. But when you pull out the movie,
Never
this is a 20-year-old actor who, when he started shooting Avatar, was 15. So this is a 20-year-old actor and 72-year-old Sigourney Weaver.
He's a lucky man.
Age is just a number, buddy.
Actually kiss, but this is where we're at.
Yeah.
They had a body double
Even
for
the
both of them,
idea
essentially.
of being able to kiss Sigourney in the movie, dude, yeah.
He can say, I kissed Sigourney Weaver, even though he kissed his own body double and she kissed her own body double.
It's okay. It's still the fact that you could say that, yeah. I mean, I was Sigourney Weaver with the Sigourney. I did it. I mean, she's a goddess.
I mean, it's Sigourney Weaver. Like, how do you turn that down?
Do we need to say more? I love Frankenstein.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
That was to me a really, really, really good.
You're talking about GDT's version, right?
Huh?
The Netflix.
Yeah, I say
Guillermo del Toro.
yeah, Guillermo's fucking version.
Yeah.
That one I really enjoyed.
How
What
was,
did you like about
what's
it
his
most?
name as the monster?
The what?
Or how was what's his name as the
what's his
creature?
name?
The creature.
Isaac.
Or no, it was Jacob. Wasn't it Jacob Elordi?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
think so. But his creator was
Oscar Isaac.
what's his Oscar Isaac, right?
I had a bunch of Latinos. That's all I know, man.
Mhm.
Okay, so Victor was Oscar, and the creature was Jacob.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies this year that I missed.
What else is on there?
F1.
I'm going through IMDb, so I'm seeing everything.
F1.
I'm
Anybody see
seeing
that one?
freaking like Bollywood
Haven't
films.
seen F1.
I saw it, and I have to say, from a sound design aspect, I love the movie.
Which one?
F1.
F1.
Oh,
That's
okay.
with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't see Bambi: The Reckoning. They made a slasher film out of Bambi.
Dude, they've been making a lot of freaking like because a lot of their legal, what is it called?
Yeah, like public domain.
Yeah, it's going into public domain. A lot of these cats are like jumping on hardcore to these freaking IPs.
I'm all for it, dude.
I
Winnie
am
the Pooh
too.
in a slasher film?
Yeah.
So check this shit out, dude. It's a funny story. On Christmas, we went to my sister and my brother-in-law's house, and my niece and my nephew, they're little, right? Like, 5 years old, 2 years old. So they're getting fussy. She's like, Johnny, take him to the living room and put a movie on for him. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, why do I got to get to work? So I go to the living room, and I turn on the Grinch. Well, I thought it was the Grinch. So we're watching the Grinch, and I'm like, this looks newer. I was like, 2025. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe they just updated it. So we're watching, and then all of a sudden, the Grinch fucking takes an axe out or some shit and fucking kills one of the kids.
Yeah.
Cuts its head off. And I'm like, my nephew is looking, and he looks at me, Uncle Johnny, I don't remember this in the Grinch. And I'm like, me either, buddy. I don't either. And then I look up again, and he's like spitting on these kids and shit like this. Like, it was just like totally fucking rated R. So I was like, we're gonna change it, buddy. We're gonna look at something else. I have no idea what the fuck we're watching. And so we changed it. I didn't ever went back to it. So when I got home, I was trying to look for it. I was like, I want to watch this now. It fucking piqued my interest. So I don't know if it was on Netflix or if it was on Tubi or where or what.
That sounds like a Tubi film if I've ever heard of it.
Yeah. But I was like, wow, the Grinch got really fucking upset. Yeah.
No, but they've been coming up with a bunch of them like that. They came out with a one for Popeye, like Adrian said, Winnie the Pooh.
Well, Winnie the Pooh got a sequel.
Neverland. Neverland.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Which one?
I think there's Little Red Riding Hood, I think.
I don't know, but I would love to see something like that.
There's been a bunch of those though. Like what?
Yeah.
Like even like way back, like sci-fi movies, like Ginger Snaps and all that. It's still like very Red Riding Hood inspired.
See, now they got to start bringing these Christmas stories into the mix. We've seen the Winnie the Pooh. That's not a Christmas story or movie, but when they start bringing shit in like the Grinch, Stole Christmas. What else is over? Frozen or something,
Oh, that'd be crazy, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God, he tried to fuck the queen or the princess, and now his dick's frozen. How do we unfreeze this? Where's Elsa?
I think that's a totally different genre of movie, bro.
Oh yeah.
Totally different genre.
So
the one I want to see, I think it just came out like last week or so, was the new Anaconda.
Oh yeah, with
Jack
Black and Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
So is this a newer version of the old Anaconda?
It's supposed to be
a whole different.
It's about them trying to make a remake of Anaconda.
With Jennifer Lopez and John Boyd, right? And Ice Cube.
So like Jack Black and Paul Rudd are like the filmmakers trying to make a new Anaconda.
And it's an indie film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they find the real Anaconda.
They're like, oh shit. Yeah. I gotta watch that. That one and Predator Badlands.
I haven't watched that one, but I've been hearing some good stuff about that one.
Yeah.
The new Predators apparently are doing like all the like recent Predator movies to come out in the last like few years have all done really well.
I will say I watched the Alien, the show.
Okay.
And I turned it off.
Really?
The first 5 minutes of it is almost shot for shot from the first movie. And I was like, dude, if you're gonna do a new series, and I get it, you're trying to bring everybody into that world, but shot for shot, and I was like, can we get any kind of originality when it comes to aliens? Because they've been missing a lot. And I think them doing this, it kind of turned me off because I was like, dude, are you wanting to be so original that you're trying to rip off the original to make it original? And I'm like, but I'm again going back to the
They
whole.
were trying to ride the high from Alien Romulus, and which did really well.
Yeah.
I really like Romulus, but I don't know. Like, I think there's a difference from like what Romulus did, which and I think captured a lot of the heart of the original film in terms of like the style and the atmosphere and everything.
Yeah.
And then like you're saying is basically doing like a shot for shot remake.
What are you doing, Johnny?
It's not me, bro. They're like fucking making it sound like Little Iraq out there.
No, what were you messing with?
Oh, I want to show you something. So while I was on my trip, because you just reminded me.
Is it bigger than a baby's arm?
See that?
Oh, hell.
And then it goes in like this.
That is pretty cool, man. Where'd you get those?
I got this when I was in Honduras.
Honduras?
Yeah, I was over there for a little bit.
Speaking of shot-for-shot remakes, How to Train Your Dragon came out this year. The live action.
How to Train Your Dragon?
I saw it.
The live action.
It's
really
basically a shot-for-shot remake, but it looks great. And I think quality-wise, like it's what a good live-action remake should be, I think, in a way. Like, they didn't change so much that it became a different movie or anything like that, and I think having the original director and the original composer from the animated film is the reason why it did so well, because it still feels like the original animated film. And they're making the sequel, so it performed well enough that they want more money out of it.
That's good. I didn't want to watch it because even the previews and the trailer look really, really good. Unlike like The Little Mermaid and everything else they've done, Lion King, it all kind of, I don't know, it looked too CGI-ish and too kind of like...
Yeah, this actually did feel really, I mean, for a movie about dragons, it felt really grounded, like, in terms of all the CGI.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like The Little Mermaid, where everything felt like you were watching a cartoon with a real person in front of it. Let's see. Oh, dude. All right, this is probably just me. I don't know, David, you probably might have seen it. K-Pop Demon Hunters was freaking fantastic.
Huh?
I refuse to watch it. No.
You refuse to watch it?
Well, because I'm not into K-pop.
That's fair.
It's just fucking unbelievable, that shit.
Wait, you like it?
No.
You're going to be like, dude, here's a t-shirt.
No, my sister, that's what the Koreans or some shit?
Yes. You go ahead, John.
My sister has this fucking obsession over these cocksuckers. Especially, like, I don't know, is it like a band or something? Do they sing or whatever? Fucking unbelievable. She's like, oh, which one? This guy with the blonde hair or the brown? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about either or. Come on, you gotta pick one. I'll pick fucking none. Get that shit out of my face.
We were listened in Korea, but now I don't think we'll have any more listeners in Korea. Thanks for that.
They're off in the north.
Yeah, there goes our whole listenership.
Yeah, sorry.
So either of you guys watch The Smashing Machine?
The what?
The Smashing Machine.
What's that one about?
What kind of movie is this, buddy?
The biopic that The Rock did about Mark Kerr.
No. I heard it was shit.
Yeah, the trailers had me intrigued because I barely recognized him, but...
Did they did CGI on his traps or some shit?
I don't know. I know they did like a crap ton of prosthetics on him.
Oh, prosthetics, what it was.
What was this about?
Mark Kerr, the UFC fighter?
Mark Coleman. Oh, no,
that's Johnny.
Mark Kerr, that's right.
That's all Johnny's
Mark Coleman with his head. Yeah, I didn't watch it, though. I heard it was shit. I totally forgot about that.
It was, yeah. It was Dwayne Johnson trying to get back into serious acting, I think. After
was very
being
mysterious.
a superhero, it didn't work out.
But he hasn't really done any serious acting. He's like the rest of the guys who they cast him because of him, not because the quality of work that he does.
Well, I mean,
right.
There was a time in his career where he was a good actor.
A good actor?
Or like he was at
He
least
had
known
some
for
good roles.
yeah. I mean, like
I'll say that he had some good roles, but I don't think a good actor.
I can say
He's
I
had
can see
some good
that.
roles.
Yeah, but people weren't scared to cast him in a more serious role. I mean, he
I thought
eventually
he
became
played
one of those
Black
actors where
Adam
you're
pretty
just doing
well.
Dwayne Johnson.
You think so?
I think so. I think he played Black Adam pretty well. He was a little, his character was somewhat dark, but he had a little bit of humor towards like mid-film.
I could see that. I would say he maybe played the character well. The movie was just shit.
Yeah.
But Black Adam, I think, and this is me again. When I see Black Adam and how he played that role, I go back to the way The Rock was during his dark period.
His WWE
wrestling.
days.
Yeah. So I didn't see any real acting as far as like him acting outside of that already established role.
I think he did a pretty good job in The Walking Tall with Johnny Knoxville.
Okay.
But again, I would say that's earlier in his career where he was getting those better roles.
Yeah.
I think now, I feel like now, like he just has like settings. You know, like this is action hero Rock, or this is, you know, like campy. Like now he pushed to do the live action Moana, and he's paying his character from Moana, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I think his range is limited.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're doing a live action remake.
That's not to say that he doesn't have a wide range. You know, it's all like you said, David. It's the roles that he gets. You know, if somebody would give him a chance to, you know, cast him in a fucking horror film where he's playing something out of his, you know, his legit character, who knows what he can pull out of his ass?
I would love to see him actually play a role like that, because then
like a killer.
Yeah, how would he really translate that? Because it would be outside of his scope of action hero, goof off.
I think him
quasi-series.
I think him playing something like that, but like if he brought the energy of like when his WWE days when he was like pure heel, you know, that would be fun to watch.
Yeah, but then he's going back to again that already established.
Yeah. Everybody knows him as this. They want to see him as something different. I'll give you somebody that I saw. So we all think of Kevin Hart. What's the first thing you think of?
Goof off.
Yeah.
Goof off, right?
Yeah,
even in his roles, right?
Yeah.
But when he played in the movie alongside Bryan Cranston in The Upside, he had a different range. Like he was actually serious. He had a couple of little jokes in there, but he was more serious in that because it was based on a true story. But his acting was totally different than anything that we've seen him do up to then.
He's actually done a couple of those movies though. Like he did that one that you're talking about, The Upside, and then he did another one recently where he was like a single dad. And that was another one of those where it was actually like a serious role, and you could tell that he actually took it seriously.
At least we can say that they're not like fucking Will Smith. In every single movie Will Smith has made, he's playing himself.
Yeah.
Like he's playing Fresh Prince. Like he's Will Smith.
But again,
and I get it because, you know, Billy Bob Thornton came on. He did an interview, and I think it was on The View not too long ago. And he mentioned, because he's the same way in person. Billy Bob Thornton, what you see him like on screen, he's kind of like the same way. Like the way he talks, the way he carries himself. And I get it, you want to bring that character to life, but it's kind of like, yeah, but you also bring him to life in that character, not in you. I don't know how that makes any sense.
I think it's a trend with those actors because, again, I think Will Smith is another one of those early in his career where he had those really good roles that he went all in on. I mean, Pursuit of Happiness was one of them, and I mean, it got got him all those awards.
Yeah,
for a reason.
But that movie reminds me of that episode on Fresh Prince where he's, you know, his dad comes in, visits, and his dad takes off. You know,
that whole monologue. Mm-hmm. But like Will Smith had, I don't know if he still does, but he had that in him at some point to pull like those really meaningful performances out.
Like I Am Legend.
Yeah, I think what the problem with a lot of these really big names like Will Smith's and Dwayne Johnson and like Tom Cruise to an extent, but Tom Cruise is honest about it. He knows what he's making. They start producing their own films to put themselves in the role that they want to play, not because they're waiting for people to want them as an actor, because they know that they're a very specific type. They are just going to put themselves. They're going to make the movie themselves to put themselves in.
Right. Yeah.
That's like the reason why Tom Cruise produces all the Mission Impossible movies, because he knows they weren't going to let him do his own stunt. So he said, "Fuck you! I'll just make it myself, and I'll do it."
I think he broke his fucking ankle on one of the Mission Impossibles doing his own stunt.
Yeah, it was one of the more recent ones.
Yeah, I will say another actor that I like what he's doing, but I see now where there's not much variation is fucking what's the name from John Wick?
Oh,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. He's starting to fit a certain mold now that he's older, but I like the fact that because he's older, he's still trying to kind of break a little bit off of what he normally does. But
you just reminded me.
I think he's at that point where, again, it's Keanu Reeves. It's the same John Wick characterization that he's been playing throughout most of his
I do kind of like what he's been doing with that, though, and that because John Wick was such a straight character, that when he does try to break away, he's still very straight. Like, he's still very much the straight man, but he's not afraid to do, like, comedy within that. Like, he can be funny in still that range, you know? And I think
but if you look at,
he's, like, leaned into it at this point.
If you look at the movies he's made, from Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure to Speed to Constantine to John Wick, you've seen Keanu Reeves be in different types of character roles. Well, the other three movies that I just named, they all have action, so I guess not. But Bill and Ted's was totally
the problem
different.
with Keanu Reeves is, like, people are going to look at him and they will always see Neo. You know? He's always going to be
Bill and Ted's. Yeah.
But he's always going to be, like, that action guy, you know?
So here's another one. And we saw a movie too. Liam Neeson.
Oh, well, yeah.
He fucking killed it in Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Like, totally different from what we see Liam Neeson.
We went from killer stereotype, the shooter,
from fucking Jedi, right? From Jedi. Look at that. How do I know that?
But it's because
did you ever watch him, Dick?
So I'm gonna start.
Well, it's because he knew, though, right? Because he knew he's in his 70s. He can't be the action hero anymore.
No,
let me just go off the wall.
Yeah, let me try comedy, and he's really good at it. Like, he pulled that comedy off pretty good.
He was willing to say, like, this is what everybody knows me as. Let me completely break that mold, and that alone was shocking enough that seeing him even do anything remotely close to that is already hilarious, on top of it being funny just on its own.
So, anything for 2026 coming up that we're looking forward to? I know Odyssey is one that you're looking for, AJ.
Yes.
Odyssey, I can't wait for Odyssey.
I'm fucking
I saw the trailer. I saw the prologue in... I have a guess now. I saw the prologue in front of Avatar, and then I saw the trailer because it came out, like, right after it. And we're still falling into the trap of... people don't know how to do Greek armor in historically accurate ways. They want to do the cool-looking Roman armor, but it's Christopher Nolan. You can't. It's hard to go wrong.
Yeah. He directed, The Dark Knight?
Dark Knight, Tenet.
Yeah.
Inception. He notoriously hates CGI, so we know a lot of it's going to be practical.
That's good. Well, there's going to be a few things in there that needs to be CGI.
Well, yeah, but he
like the Cyclops
Christopher
and all
Nolan
that.
crashed the plane because he didn't want to do a CGI plane crash. So I have faith that outside of, actually the, multi-headed monster that is Scylla, most of it's going to be like, we already got a glimpse of the Cyclops, and that's done practically with in-camera tricks and prosthetics. So
I remember watching the Odyssey back in the 90s. Remember that one, David? When it first came out?
Which one?
The Odyssey. It was like a series, I think. But it came out, and what's his name? I can't remember. I know his face, but I can't remember his name. He played Odysseus. But so I think they're basing it off of that, but just like a remake, and now it's a movie because I don't think it was a movie back then. I think it was a series.
Well, they've done a few different takes on it. Like there was a movie with, I think it was Ralph Fiennes, like within the last decade or so, like a miniseries of it in the last like decade or so. And then there was the movie back in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah,
it's just an iconic piece of literature that filmmakers can't help but make a movie out of.
The King of Ithaca, the trickster himself.
And then we're getting Dune and Doomsday at the end of the year. We're getting Dune 3 and then Avengers on the same day.
And I think we're getting Supergirl.
Oh yeah,
I think. Yeah.
And we got confirmation that Superman is Superman Man of Tomorrow, or the sequel, is already in pre-pro, and it's going to be Brainiac as the villain.
No shit. Yeah, because I read somewhere that James Gunn was adamant about steering away from Doomsday as being the villain.
Oh, you mean
Superman?
Yeah. What's his freaking name? Or you mean Doomsday being the So we're gonna get Brainiac, and I don't know
That's
when
a motherfucker right there.
We're supposed to get Batman soon.
Huh?
We're supposed to get Batman. We're gonna get the dynamic duo. I just don't know when.
So are they gonna team up Robert Pattinson's?
No,
Batman?
It's not gonna be him.
No, right? That's a Matt Reeves. But the Penguin, which that fucking show, that was a good show.
Yeah, that was really good.
Colin Farrell fucking killed it as the Penguin.
He is unrecognizable in
all
that
pun intended.
prosthetics.
Huh?
He is unrecognizable when he's in makeup for
that is a fucking him. That's a great actor.
There are actors in SWAT
to Horrible Bosses to like the Penguin. I don't know if you remember him in Horrible Bosses, the first one. He plays Donald Sutherland's son. He's just a fucking prick cokehead in Horrible Bosses with you gotta watch, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
He's one of those. There are actors that are straight up chameleons, and I think he's one of them.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, man, but he killed that shit, the Penguin. So his Penguin obviously is in Matt Reeves' universe, right?
Yeah, so we're not going to see him in James Gunn's DCU universe.
So let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think of the merge? Who was it that Netflix bought? Warner Brothers, right?
Oh, yeah.
And somebody else.
Well, it's a big. It wasn't just Warner Brothers. It was, the way, if you look at what Warner Brothers owns, they own Warner Brothers, but they also own the DC. Yeah, the DC
universe.
EU.
DCU, yeah.
Oh, DCU. Zack Snyder.
Yeah, they own
universe.
HBO. They own little things like that. Aside from that, they didn't want I think it was a sports center or some shit like that. They mainly wanted
Warner Brothers. They bought Warner Brothers games too, didn't they?
Yeah. So
they bought everything.
But no, they didn't buy everything. They bought almost 80% of it.
Well, they bought what they wanted to buy.
They can't buy everything because
they bought the studio and the distribution stuff.
It's the same reason why Disney couldn't buy all of Fox, is because they have a monopoly on certain things. So yeah, that's why they couldn't. Because like with Netflix getting into like the sports streaming world of things, they can't buy certain parts of certain sides of media. But yeah, they even bought like on my side of the internet, people are starting to get worried about like the Hogwarts Legacy game did really well, and we're supposed to get a second one. But now that Netflix bought them, we're like, shit, what's going to happen with that?
Well, they had a big, they had an emergency meeting for the DGA the day that they announced that Netflix was putting in to buy Warner Brothers, because what's the name, that he's the president right now for the DGA, the Directors Guild. They were all getting worried because, again, Netflix doesn't have a stream. They don't have a model that allows for theater distribution. It's all streaming. So that was one of the biggest upset. The Actors Guild also had a meeting because the way Netflix does a lot of the stuff they do, again, streaming, but they do in bulk. So a lot of the actors don't get the way they normally get paid is
I was about to say that.
A long period of time. And if they're doing serials or series stuff, that's how they get more of a paycheck, rather than with Netflix. It's one chingazo. So you work for 16 weeks and that's it. You're done. You don't get no more paycheck. So there's a lot of stuff that, Netflix is kind of
it's a weird time. 2026 is going to be a weird time on that. Like, not to get too into the weeds on the politics side of things of movie making. Like, SAG-AFTRA just had to put out a statement too, because I think Disney's striking some sort of deal with OpenAI.
Oh God!
So like they're trying to make sure that Disney abides by all of like the SAG-AFTRA rules still, because if they're going to be implementing that in any of their process, then that's going to open up a whole other can of worms.
But I think what it is old Hollywood is out. All the old gatekeepers are done. They're crusty. They haven't done anything new. No innovations, no nothing. And we've been talking about this forever. They rely on sequels. They rely on IPs
reboots
that have made them money for so long that they don't want to go outside of that comfort zone, because they're superheroes. They know they're going to cash cows. So milk them till they're dead. And I think that's where they're at. Hollywood is dead. I honestly think Hollywood is dead. I mean, shit. Over here in Austin, they just opened up, or they're opening up a new studio that's based. A bunch of YouTubers got together and they raised money to open up their own studio because they wanted to greenlit their own projects, movie projects. So where are we going in the industry? That's another podcast we got to talk about, because the industry is changing. It really is. And I think these next 5 years is going to upset a lot of old farts that are up there with their unions.
Man.
I think the old Hollywood system is dead, dude. Honestly, to me.
That right there is a whole other episode that we can get into, because I mean, even David, like you and I, we've had our own talks and discussions about where we want to lead just ourselves as a company into what the industry is changing into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also more interesting because of the fact that we are in Texas. So a lot of this doesn't, but it does affect us. And I say it doesn't because, I mean, again, we're a right to work state. But at the same time, the work has to get here, and we have to be able to produce some of the work to get distributed. But again, like I said, that's politics, and that's more aggravation than anything down the line for us to be able to talk about in another episode.
Yeah. But for this one, I mean, anything else we want to bring up or look forward to before we wrap up 2025?
Not really.
More Film Noobs come 2026. Texas Tales of Terror, Bellator, Let Them See. Texas Tales of Terror, the book.
Texas Tales of Terror, the lunchbox. Texas Tales of Terror,
the lunchbox.
T-shirt.
All right, Spaceballs.
Everything.
I caught that, AJ. I caught that.
Texas Tales of Terror 2 for more money.
What else?
But no, I think it's been a good year, man. It's been a good year. I'm looking forward towards 2026. We do have some ideas that we want to implement as far as the company goes. And I think we're steadily growing. Johnny's been pushing me to let go of the reins a lot more. I think we do need to probably bring in other people to fill in some slots for within the company, so we can continue growing. But other than that, man, I'm happy and I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have y'all. And I'm looking for 2026, see what we have going on.
Yeah, definitely. Anything you want to tell anything else you want to tell our viewers?
Just sit.
You?
Yeah.
Just sit tight and hopefully relatively early or relatively soon we'll have some news and some teases and some more things to look at.
Yeah. When did you say Bellator was going to be done?
We're hoping to push it out by March. Definitely push it out by March. It needs to get out. Jessica and I've been working on it behind the scenes, trying to close out a lot of these little last minute CGI stuff that we needed to, that we didn't plan professionally because we weren't at that level. But I think we're working on it, and the way we're going, we'll be all right. But yeah, definitely Bellator at the beginning of 2026. Triple T mid 2026. Before then, like you said, the book, and some other stuff that we got that we don't want to say yet, especially because we haven't had a big company meeting for 2026 yet. Because I do have some plans for y'all, and there's a new avenue that I want to take the company. But AJ, you and I have been working on that. But I think this is the year that we're going to pull the trigger. You'll see. People will see. They just got to hold on one more year with us, and they'll see where we're going with Sci-Fi Media.
Oh, yeah. Good shit. Well, I guess we're about to wrap the last episode of 2025. Fuck, when you think about it, we are a quarter of a century in of the 21st century.
Any last memorable impressions that you want to leave our audience with?
Stay tuned because we're coming in hot. Fucking coming in hot.
I'll leave it at that.
Guns blazing. No lube. If you ain't ready, you're going to get it raw. Have that shit on the side. KY, Vaseline, we don't give a fuck. Because we're going to give fucks.
That's the way to end the year, Johnny. Thanks.
That's right.
AJ?
I think you said it all right there.
There it is.
And y'all are horrible. Well, with all that said, thank you, Johnny, AJ. Again, thanks to everybody for staying with us. 82, right? Episode number 82.
This is 82.
Yeah, hopefully next year we'll triple that number. But until then, keep watching films, support any filmmakers.
That's right.
And that, thanks, guys.
See you next year.
Till 26. Bye.
Bye.